Hello and welcome back to this week's Weekly Brawl, where today we're joined by Winter Gaming. Make sure to check out his channel in the description below. Alright, so this Weekly Brawl we have Endurance, units no longer time out. Oh boy. Oh boy.
God.
So that means we're gonna have a lot of siege units going around here. The next mutation we have is Accord. So the middle control income bonus is removed. No need to go massive on the middle. Just make sure you hold your position, you don't lose your bunker, and we'll be fine. Next we have the Bountifuls. Refineries grant bonus income. In other words, instantly go for the extractors or your gas. And
I read that too.
Yeah, just always, always just keep that on autocast. For you guys who don't know, you can right-click on the gas option, and it will automatically place it down for you.
So this is really going to be a competition, not so much of who has the best unit composition, but who has the best computer and patience.
Yes.
My favorite direct strike matches, of course.
It looks like I am also against an Alarak.
I'm kind of feeling like if things don't time out, and add on some Slayers, which have a tendency to live for a while.
Exactly.
And then just keep pushing.
Stealth units, siege units.
Oh, and we have a rescue strike as well to work with. Our, uh-oh. We made mistakes here. I guess it's pretty important if units don't time out to have a chance to come back.
Yeah. I wasn't aware of that, bonus. What's going on with our...
Is that every week that you have something like that, or you think it's just for this one?
I've not seen the rescue strike before. It is new.
That reminds me of the Desert Strike Legacy, which is a copy of the Brood War 1 where you have the boom to work with.
I liked that one. I was like, in my mind, that will always be the original computer
Well, it's
destroyer.
the classic Brood War version.
Mm-hmm.
And also, you have the final battle where you get to watch SC2.ppt. But at least there's a finite end.
Yes.
That is the benefit of that. Okay, who's out? They look exactly the same.
They're just
There's no
passive-aggressively ignoring each other. Beating down the helpless creatures to their
dark
side.
mirror.
J6, switch over to the Shotgun Nova, which you can do. It's an ability on your Nova
yeah.
you can activate. Too slow. What you want to
You're
do
too
is you
slow,
want to
J6.
walk up in Sniper Nova form, and then switch over to Shotgun Nova when you get surrounded by something like Zealots.
Okay.
So what he's trying to say is you should pay attention and counter what they're doing instead of being lazy.
I mean,
Aha.
that's one way to put it.
I'll say it. All right, I'll go out there. As the angry coach of the team, I'm gonna say it with authority.
Alright, so I'm just gonna start stacking, the
I'm saving
Swarm
up for
here.
the next gas geyser.
Yeah, as am I.
Yeah, it's okay as long as we hold the bunker, right?
Yeah, there's no middle
forgot
income
to mark
bonus, so
it
there's
out.
no need to go crazy as long as we aren't dying.
Who is that cloak?
That is a Vorazun.
Deets.
DTs.
We got Deets.
Yeah, it's just easy enough to right-click on the gas and it'll auto-place itself, which
Yeah.
is nice.
Nice for the upgrades as well, but you gotta be careful. If you do like weapons upgrades, that you unclick them after.
Yeah,
Because any tech up.
that's gotten me a few times where it just suddenly gets like all three. It's like, no, I wanted to build units.
It's like, nope, no, you didn't.
It actually used to be that way with the extractors too, but they changed it so you only get one.
Yeah, I
That and there's a
noticed that.
cooldown on it.
A few weeks ago, actually. I wonder how many people have bought the premium mode. It's still being updated, of course.
I'm not sure. I think there's a lot actually.
Yeah, I mean, no comments on the average demographic of a direct strike player. I say a little hypocritically.
Here we go.
I should probably play some of the co-op commanders to level 15 to actually understand.
I have
Direct
never
strike a
played
little better.
co-op.
You've never
I
played
have
co-op?
never played co-op.
Try a little bit.
I probably should. And I can only imagine the comments that that kind of statement is going to get me. But
I use a brute force style. It's like, well, if I micro my way out of this situation, then I don't have to worry about actually countering anything. Well, Winter, why don't you go for whatever unit this is that is completely unlike multiplayer? Oh, that exists. Okay.
And I've just never been that big into beating down the AI. I think it's just because I've done enough programming in my life that interacting with AI just becomes patterned mess for me.
It's not something to do when you get home and want to relax.
Exact. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say that. I still do it. I had a Minecraft server for a while, just because people were asking for it, and I got bored one time and decided to start rewriting some of the base code for it, so I could change some of the items without causing all the players to have to re-download the mods, and that's just what I do for fun.
Oh.
So.
I know, that's what everybody thinks of as like that's just lots of fun. Rewriting the base code of Minecraft.
So I'm like, maybe I can't really speak on this is what I do in my free time. But yeah, sometimes I try. Sometimes I try to have a social life. Okay.
That's your first mistake. That's why you're. What's your rank in StarCraft?
Me? I don't play the multiplayer that much.
Yeah, there you go.
Platinum Zerg of all
Nerf.
things. It's one of those things where I know I could be better. I've done enough strategy games. I understand how to get better. I just don't want to spend the time to do it.
So you're pretty much like the Grandmaster understanding, but unranked in games. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Grandmaster's a bit high, but I can understand
High
what's
Masters.
happening.
High Diamond Low Masters, which is where
High
everybody
Diamond, Low
who's in
Masters.
Diamond
Yeah,
says they
exactly.
are, and nobody in Masters says they are. And also, it's technically Master, but nobody ever says that.
It feels wrong to say it like
Feels
that.
wrong. Grandmaster feels fun, but Masters does not. I mean Master. Okay, now I'm confusing myself.
Now you're doing it.
Okay, I give up.
You did this to yourself. I like how we're auto-gassing. At J6, why have you not auto-gassed?
Because
Oh, yeah.
J6 is a big fan of screwing over the team.
Oh yeah. I was paying too much attention to counter their unit. You can only do so much.
Just
your
right
macro.
click. It's a right click. You have like 5 minutes time to do it.
You're asking too much.
He's playing on a mech.
Oh god.
He's
Oh right,
got a
that's the
mech
thing,
mouse.
isn't it?
You wish I was playing on a Mac.
I'm pretty sure that every other patch SC2 breaks for max, and then they fix it 6 months later. From what
dear.
I've read of forum comments, which is never something that you should read.
Well, the first mistake is using a Mac.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if the other team knows, and if I say this aloud, they are going to know, for reasons. But
Are
the
you assuming
rescue,
they're sniping?
the rescue strike,
Oh yeah, they
is
are in my
available.
clan, aren't they?
yeah,
That's-
the rescue strike is available, and considering we were all over their base and doing whole damage, I'm kind of surprised they didn't use it.
Well, we should notify them. All right, we want a fair match. Want a good, clean weekly brawl. Well,
Yeah, be careful going aircraft against Zagara because Scourge are a thing, especially as
watch out for your airplanes.
Yeah, man, it's true. But especially as Nova, who doesn't have air superiority or any kind of air splash that you could do to bring the Scourge down out of the sky.
Yeah.
That reminds me of my favorite thing that players who are just getting into StarCraft say, is when they call their army anything but like army. Too late. Oh,
That was
that was a very dramatic conclusion.
I liked that one. All right.
Anorak does so much deeps.
He's good. He's a good boy.
I've never really played the 1v1. Is it like 1v1 in Rocket League where if one player is just slightly better, they just stomp the floor and it ends up like 10-0 at the end.
Yes.
Yeah.
The strategies are completely different, and it's
Not as
snowballs
exciting.
super hard. Yeah. The bunker serves as like your
It's
one
like a
and
chess
only
match with
opportunity.
3 pieces.
Yeah, exactly.
See what they get before I decide on the rest. They got nothing, right? Who's that, Artanis?
That is Artanis. So you have to worry about things like Tempests and Reavers. The Dragoon spam is an option, but it's not as powerful as Stalker spam. The high...
Thinking Supplicants over Slayers to start.
Yes, for sure. You'll have to worry about the high Archons, which have feedback, so you'll want to stay away from Ascendants, because the Ascendants will get popped super quick.
Oh, you Stukov?
Yes.
How much is that going to do against Agara?
It's an interesting matchup. We both have explosive options.
They both have their own flavors of Zerg.
Yeah. Flavors of Suicide Zerg at that, too.
Nova here.
Oh my god. Nova! Shoot her in the
They've
face!
got double Zagara. Okay, so we're going to have to, have some beefy ground units and try to avoid the air.
How about just Elrak?
You could try for it, at least to start. I mean, Alarak is definitely quite beefy.
The true hero?
The true hero. Taking on all of the Zerg and the other Protoss. I think Alarak, your wave is going to win this one too. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't care. Give me your blood.
Alright, so here
Let's see what
comes
the text actually says on it. Sacrifices. It just says sacrifices. There's nothing more specific, unfortunately.
They're just sacrifices. They don't have a name.
They live to die.
J6, you're gonna need some more tankiness than Spec Ops.
Yeah, I
Ghosts.
was just going to try to kill the Zagara really quick.
No, you have
that
to.
wave.
You have to ham fist it. There's no gimmick around it. But since you already have Ghost, you might as well get EMP. But you have to ham fist it, so that's gonna be your Hellbat Rangers.
Yep.
You
Don't
can
worry, Alarak is here to save the day.
you can get a couple Banshees and such, but don't invest heavy into it, as you will lose that air battle. you just click on something and it disappears. Next refinery is
It
available.
is a very satisfying...
Or next gas is available.
He's kind of boring as a co-op commander, I'll be honest, but he is fun to play. Like, if you're just looking for a fun co-op commander and not for, like, a lot of thinking.
That spawn
well,
looks so
that
goofy.
was,
This is the spine
that,
tank.
that was a little much.
Make sure to get the upgrade for the Hellbat Rangers for the splash damage, extra armor, and stun.
Imagine thinking? Well, more realistically, don't. Okay, now here's the real test. 2 waves.
Can you do it? I don't think you have the damage up.
I think
for
I need
this.
tier 2 for it.
Yeah.
Like the wave.
I
Or
don't
do
know.
I?
I don't know.
Well,
Zagara
They
hits
haven't
hard.
killed any
But
of my ghosts.
yeah. I would go tier 2
there's
anyways.
a couple ghosts going, so like the ghosts are helping too.
Yes, and one of them.
Yeah, he just does not care. Oh, he's still
Yeah,
got
for sure.
one. Jesus. What? Alright. Well. Alright, now I'm allowed to die. But not before I get that cannon. I love the siege tanks with Spine Crawler.
It's so funny. The best part is they toss out a unit which confuses the AI of everything they shoot at, because it's an actual unit, and when that unit dies, it spawns a Broodling, which also confuses the AI of anything they shoot at. So it makes it really difficult.
It's more important against like maybe like Tychus types, but
Yeah,
here
for
it's
sure.
not a huge deal. but
Well,
still.
here it attracts the Banelings to make them go the other way,
That's fair.
which is going to be very important a little bit later on. I think it is a good time to get in some Vanguards. Yeah, here come the
What about more
operations.
Suffolk? No. Yeah. The DPS is starting to suffer a little.
The spine crawlers. I am the spine
love
crawler
those
army.
siege.
We require more minerals.
I am become the walking giraffe army.
Ooh, that's quite a push.
Yeah, they just have a lot of queens. We don't have DPS here. The vanguards will
Now
help
we
out
do.
immensely. Especially if you get the anti-armor damage.
Yeah.
It, like,
Well,
doubles
queens
the
aren't
damage.
armored, contrary to very popular belief.
These are.
Dragoons are definitely.
These queens are armored.
Oh wait. Oh. Well.
Surprise!
Okay then.
Yeah, there's that's not a common theme, but it's just one of the things you have to know. More importantly, the aberrations are vanguards, are armored.
Do you want to reposition the turret?
Well,
Do you
oh
wanna
yes,
the
reposition turrets.
Yeah.
There we go. You're getting the stuns out. This is what we're looking for. This is going to be a difficult stack
Keep
for
it
them
up,
to unstack.
Alarac.
Are you gonna get two out? You have two Alaracs out.
I have 2 Alaracs on the field. I mean, technically, it can stay alive forever. Wait, will we start eating the supplicants of my second wave?
I would assume so. Unfortunately, he died while they were out of range, but
Yeah. But I mean, now I got the cannon for sure.
that was satisfying.
In about 2 minutes, we get another gas.
Yep.
If they last that long.
It is a legitimate
running at the Nexus.
question. If you can get that, if you get the overpowered and then tap your his Q ability on the Nexus, it does legit like 1,000 damage.
Does the Nexus have it's 2009.
The question is, can we stack up again? They may need to use their ability up again here soon.
Yeah, Elrag's definitely gonna push through. In fact, Nova's getting there.
The Tempest, not a good call. They don't have the ground forces. You can't, if you're not winning on the ground, you can't go air.
I mean, if it was a little closer, I think it'd be a good call. But will Elrag live through it? Yes! He can take a nuke. He can't take much more, though.
Go this way. I actually don't have anti-air. I should. I
So
should have
was the
considered that.
Tempest the Vancar?
No, they have outsmarted me.
Bamboozled.
It's
But-
gonna live for so long.
Well, guess what's coming?
The Alarak.
And tier 3. I have the
Here.
Empower.
Bring it. He hit so hard. Uh-oh, the banding's low. Banding's low.
Nope. Who cares?
Oh!
Alarak don't care.
Yeah, poor Mechromage. Yeah, he doesn't have a unit that can stack. Zagara has no stacking units.
Goodbye, static defense. Oh, they keep coming up and distracting my vanguards. That's the only thing. Oh my god, the bunkers. Do they even burrow?
No, but they do explode into units, which is nice. Go, my tentacle monsters. Go clear out the area. Yes. I can't get enough. The siege tanks are so hilarious.
You mean the spine crawlers that
The
have
spine
siege
crawlers.
tanks underneath them?
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
We're getting nuked. That's their last nuke.
goodbye. Wait, did they use 3?
That's 3.
I guess we have the next gas.
I mean, that's not gonna pay off at this rate.
Don't worry. I still got it.
You greedy boy. How could you? Alright, I'm gonna go tier 3. Get +3 armor from my bunkers.
Maybe I should get some upgrades of any kind.
I mean, Alarak is your tank, and your damage
I'm gonna
dealer
get that
mostly.
damage upgrade for the Vanguards. I didn't realize until last game that they did a bunch of small attacks, which means the weapon upgrade is probably gonna be a big deal.
Yes. Are you level
Oh, we might
3? Are you Tech 3, J6?
What?
Are you Tech level
Yeah,
3?
tier 3, yeah.
You should have access to the lockdown rockets. Oh, never mind. Siege tanks are
the
good.
Banelings.
I was
GG!
gonna go
GG.
for the hollow, but there was no need.